Hi, Sifu Nathan with you again, here to take you through the fundamentals of a straight punch today. So we have various ways to execute straight punches in our Kung Fu system. Different stances that we use, for instance, are our horse stance. We have a horse stance, we can have a straight punch from horse stance. We can have a straight punch from bow stance. So I just wanted to discuss the most important things about the structure of your arm when executing a straight punch, okay? So I'll turn to the side so that you can see at first. So our straight punch when we execute it in our forms is punching in line or at the height of the shoulder. So I'm not down, I'm not aiming up. We practice in line here. Why? Because that is the most powerful position to punch from, because it's directly in line with our shoulder. So when we move it up or down, we're going to leak a little bit of energy. So when we're practicing our Kung Fu, we're practicing for 100% power generation. So the other thing I want you to notice is that my wrist is flat. In fact, my knuckles will look higher than my wrist. So my knuckles do not bend down like this. When you hit something like this, it's going to hurt your wrist. Make sure the knuckles are above the forearm like that. So when we punch, the knuckles are above the wrist, not bent. So it's nice and straight. The next thing I want you to notice is that my elbow is not locked out. It's slightly bent. So whenever we punch, we never lock out and snap the elbow locked or closed, because that's going to do damage over time to your tendons and your elbow joint. So we always maintain a slightly bent elbow when we're punching. Boom, like that. So, next thing I'm going to do front on for you. When we punch, you'll notice that my first two knuckles are just slightly higher than the outer two knuckles. And the reason for this is so that when we punch, we have these two tendons here in line directly with the center of the shoulder and the front deltoid in the shoulder. And what that does is locks out our structure and allows us to generate even more power. Now you can test this for yourself right now, so get a friend, a parent, or someone who can help you. When you punch, keep those two knuckles slightly higher. Have your bow stance locked out, and then have someone apply pressure to your arm in that good bow stance. If you start to bend in the back, you need to fix your bow stance. But you can test it by pressing into that fist as you punch. Now, what you can do is turn the fist this way slightly, and then feel the pressure and where it goes in the shoulder, and does it feel good or does it feel bad? Right? And how does the energy feel when or the power feel in the shoulder? Then turn it too far the other way and push again. Where does the power leak and where does it hurt in your shoulder when you do that? Then turn it back to the correct position, which is first two knuckles slightly higher than the other two, and then test again. Feels much better. Excellent. So that is a structure for our arm when we're doing a straight punch, even if it's in horse stance or in bow stance. So if we were in bow stance and you wanted to practice that, all you do is have your hands in a guard, doesn't really matter. Practice closing the fist and then twisting that punch out from its starting position out to that finishing position. You'll notice where my thumb is. In Jiao Ga, our straight punching fist, we have our thumb bent and on top of the pointer finger, like so. So we don't have our thumb inside or on the outside of our knuckles there. So we put it on top, looks like a little hand grenade. That's what happens when we punch in Kung Fu. Explosions. All right, no, just mugging around. So have that thumb out. First two knuckles slightly higher than the outside two. Let's see that again. Twisting out, my twist finishes as my punch finishes, elbow not locked out. Then switching, I twist out. You see this one's twisting back in and that one's twisting out and reaches that point as I stop my punch. Practice that just slowly, feeling the twisting of both hands going in and out. Coming back in, you can even open the hands, close the hands. Open the hand as you draw back in, close the hand as you go out. So for those higher level people, you can practice the soft and the hard. When you first start, you're trying to make everything hard like this. So just use softness in between. We only have tension or hardness in the muscles in the body when we finish the punch. So out, relax, and then finish. Twisting, out, relax, and then finish. Twist, relaxing out, and then finish. Twist, relaxing out, and then finish. Excellent work. So that is the basic structure of a straight punch. We'll talk about the power generation and how we get maximum force in our punches and strikes in videos that include our stances and the hand work, okay? That's all for now on our straight punches. Practice those nice and slow. Practice the twisting of the fist, making sure that as you punch, you can twist. You can even do it from the waist if you want, because then you get to do it really super slow and twist that punch right out. So you could do that from your horse stance, for instance, or from your bow stance. Now we wouldn't do this in a self-defense situation, obviously, but we can practice that maximum twist from those positions, and then we're really working that twist as we're coming out because we have to travel so far. So you can do the technique from here, from a guard, twisting out, switching the hands, or from one of your stances, practicing those techniques. If you can get that twisting technique and the correct finishing position of your punches and the straight wrist, then you're going to improve your Kung Fu so much. Enjoy that, have fun, get a pillow or a cushion from home, have your parents hold it, or have your friend or your partner or your wife hold that for you and punch it out on the cushion. But be careful. Bye for now.